Okay, guys, in today's video, we will be checking out how we can place multiple trades and take advantage of the markets. Okay, so we'll be checking out how we can do this easily and make more from a trending market. So, guys, before I go fully into it, in case you're joining me for the first time, I welcome you all to Qora Digital Cash. And if you love the content you are getting, kindly subscribe to this channel right now so that you can be notified each time I upload a training video like this. And if you have any question at all, you can drop your question for me in the comment section or you reach out to me via WhatsApp. I will be there to reply you. So quickly, let's go straight into what we have right here. So like I said, I will be showing you how you can take advantage of the market by having a multiple order going on simultaneously. Okay, but before you do that, guys, before you do that, you must be able to confirm some things before you do that. Number one is to make sure the trading strategy you are working is cool. Number two is to make sure that you are in the right trend. Then number three is that you should make sure your capital is strong enough to take up those orders. Okay, so this is very, very important. If your capital is not strong enough, I will advise you to stick to a single order, okay, and still achieve whatever you want to achieve. For instance, I love taking multiple orders on higher time frame. This will give me the opportunity to milk the market more for a very long time, and of course at the same time, I will also have the opportunity to have some of my orders closing as I am moving from one stage to another. And it will also help me to avoid coming in at the middle of the trend. For instance, let's say the trend has gotten to this region, and instead of me placing trade at this pullback, I would have placed everything right from the beginning. Now, let's see how I place my trade. Basically, this is how I actually place my trade because I love trading multiple orders when I have the opportunity to do so. And in most cases, I use the smallest lot size whenever I am trading. So the first thing which I usually do is to make sure I am okay. I mean, I follow the instruction with the instruction of my trading strategy, okay, which is the trend trading strategy. This was an uptrend before and it got to this resistance zone, was unable to break out from there. So the first thing which I will do is to mark out the trend, okay, sorry, to mark out the trend. I mean, to mark out the resistance zone rather, because it's on uptrend and it has gotten to the resistance zone. So I need to mark out the resistance zone because it is most likely to be my stop loss. So this is my resistance zone. Okay, so I've marked it out. Then I will now wait to see if it will break out above the resistance zone or if it will switch back into a downtrend. In this situation, it did not break out above it. It switched back into a downtrend and gave me a sell signal, just the way you are seeing it right here. So after getting a downtrend signal and a sell signal, it means that this is going to sell. So what should I do? The next thing for me to do is to get an entry point. Okay, so I should be able to impute my entry point somewhere here after the sell signal. Okay, so I'm going to change the color for my entry point. Also, I'm going to use aqua color, and of course that's aqua blue. Okay, so you can see it right here. So this is the entry point, and since the resistance zone is not too far from the entry point, then I will make use of the resistance zone as my stop loss. So this is going to be my stop loss. This is going to be my entry point. Okay, thereafter, what I should now think of is, okay, where are the possible TPs for this particular trade? Okay, so I need to check out, I mean, to highlight some TPs for myself right now, and I'm going to be using this color for my TPs. So I'm going to set my first TP somewhere here. I'm on 15-minute time frame, so this is huge. And of course, set the second one around here, and the third one probably around here. Okay. Okay, let me just make it 4 or 5 TPs. Okay, let me make it 5 TPs. So the last one is going to be around here. So this here, this year. So I have my TPs highlighted already. Okay, so this is what I do, guys. This is what I do. This is going to be the price line. This yellow color is going to be the price line. So this is going to be my entry point. This is going to be my stop loss, and right here I have 5 TPs highlighted for myself. So what do I need to do? I make sure what I want to do is to make sure I achieve all these TPs, okay? And for you to achieve all these TPs, if you place a single order and you set your TP at TP1, once it gets to TP1, it will close your order for you, okay? And of course, you now be looking for a way to come in again at that point and target TP2. That is wasting of time, and it is even going to be more risky that way, okay? Because this can pull back from here and go back and even take away the profit which you have even made before and take it away from you. Okay, so that is it. So now let me quickly explain this to you. This is what I usually do. I make sure I place all my order around there. But the first thing I try to do is to calculate the amount of lot size I want to use for the trade. Right now, I have been able to break down my TP sections or TP areas into 5 places. Okay, so if I am using 0.01 for each order, so definitely in total, if I calculate all the TPs I will be using, it's going to be 0.01 times 5. That is 0.05. Okay, that is what I will be using. But you should know that this is GainX. Okay, GainX is not going to use 0.01. It's going to use the smallest lot size you can use here is 0.1. Okay, so if I am using 0.1, and I want to target all these 5 TPs, that means I'll be creating 5 different orders. So that is going to be 0.1 times 5. That means I am the total TPs which I will be using right here is going to be 0.5 I mean the total lot size which I will be using is going to be 0.5 lot size in total. Okay, so if your capital is not strong enough to hold that is 0.5, I won't advise you to place an order of 5. Okay, I would rather advise you to reduce it probably to 3 or probably 1 depending on your capital. If you are reducing it to 3, you can make it very easy for yourself. Target the first TP for the first order, target the third one for the second order, and of course the last order should target the last TP. That is what you can do. So you divide all the TPs into 3 different places. Okay, but for me, let's say my capital is strong enough to take advantage of the 5 TPs, so I will be able to place my 5 orders. So what I will do is to place all my orders at this point, all my 5 orders at this point, using the same lot size for everything. So we are going to be using the same lot size for everything. So all the 5 orders will come in right from here. Okay. So, and this is what we are going to experience. You remember they are moving together. Okay. Immediately, okay, before I explain that, remember I am placing all the 5 orders around here. Okay, so now this is now I'm going to position them. The first order will target TP1. Okay, the second order will target TP2. The third order will target TP3. The fourth order will target TP4, and the fifth order will target TP5. That is how I'm going to position them. Okay, so that is how it's going to work. So, which means as the market is moving or as I am progressing in the trade, then definitely my trades will be closing one after the other. Now, let's check it out. So, the price action we pick up from here. Immediately, all of them get to TP1. The first order will close. It will remain four orders for me. Okay, and all these four orders are already in profit. Immediately they get to TP2, the second order will close, and it will remain three orders for me, and all the three orders are in big profits already. But this is what I'm going to do. This is profit already on the three orders. So I have enough space right here to play with. Okay, so this stop loss is no longer useful here again. So I will drag all the stop loss for the rest of the trade. Remember, for each of the order you are creating, you are also creating stop loss for them. If you create five orders, make sure that you are also creating five stop loss for each. I mean, five stop loss, and each of the stop loss will go for each of the order. So that is how it works. So you now drag all the stop loss for the remaining three orders to somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here. In case the market decide to reverse or misbehave, it will get to your stop loss, and the profit between your entry point and here will go straight to your balance. So you have nothing to lose at that particular point. But in this situation, this actually went down and got to the third order. Because it got to the third order, to the third TP, the third order will also close and go straight to your balance. So it will remain two orders for you, which are going to be the order that we achieve TP4 and TP5. Okay, so that is order 4 and order 5. So what do you need to do again? Adjust your stop loss to lock up more profits for yourself for the last two orders. So as these ones are moving downward, make sure you are also adjusting. So far, you are having enough space, most especially bigger than the amount you are locking up. Make sure you are adjusting your stop loss towards it too, okay, towards the price action. And as this gets to the fourth TP, the fourth order will also close. Okay, the fourth order will also close. And of course, this also gives you room to adjust your stop loss to somewhere here. Okay, in case the market decides to misbehave, then you can see this still went down. And as it is going down, I expect you to also adjust your stop loss to somewhere here, because it is just remaining one order, and that one order means you are having a single TP to achieve, and it also means that you also have a single stop loss to adjust. So that is why you need to adjust it. So this actually got to the last TP. In some situation, it will not get to the last TP and it will go back. So if it did not get to the last TP and it goes back, definitely to hit your stop loss, and the rest of the profit for that order will go to your balance. But in this situation, it got to the TP and it will close it for you in full profit. So that is how it works. That is how you can manage your trading activities, most especially if you want to place multiple orders. And as you are progressing with your trades will be closing one after the other as they are achieving their TPs. And of course, the profits will also go straight to your balance as you are achieving the TPs. So that is how it works. And of course, you will also use your stop loss to trail it down, to trail the rest of the orders down till they achieve all the TPs on board. And if you're unable to achieve all the TPs, those ones that you were unable to achieve will later on be closed by will be closed by getting to your, when once they get to your stop loss, they are going to get closed, and the rest of the profit will go straight to your balance. Okay, so that is how it works. It is as simple as that. Just do this, learn this strategy, practice it very well, and do it and have peace of mind. Okay, this is very, very important. It is so simple and straightforward, and you will love every bit about it. But first, you need to have a working strategy that will help you to achieve this easily, because if you are not able to get a good a good entry point, then you will find it difficult to put other things into practice. Okay, so this is very, very important. So guys, I will be stopping right there. Remember, this is coming to you courtesy Quora Digital Cash, and if you have any question at all, you can drop your question for me in the comment section, or you reach out to me via um WhatsApp. I will be there to reply you. Watch out for my next video. Until then, God bless you.